Hi, welcome to Matt's Garage. We're continuing on the top end rebuild of this Chevy 350 that I'm going to affectionately call Hecho, because it's a Hecho and Mexico block, which some of the Chevy guys know what I'm talking about. Last time you saw this, I had sprayed it with oven cleaner. I did about a half a bottle, came back, sprayed another half a bottle, then I took just a spray bottle with hot water, sprayed it down, took some paper towels, wiped it, did another round just like that, then I sprayed it with degreaser. I basically did very little manual work, but you know, even just wiping it with paper towels around, it's pretty clean now on the bottom end. So I'm just going to start disassembling the top end. I am going to reuse my rockers and push rods, because the Vortec heads don't come with new rockers and push rods, rocker arms and push rods. And I'll keep them sort of matched up on the table, but it's not as important because it's new lifters, but I would like to just keep them sort of paired up. I also need to check the push rods to make sure they're straight. Gavin sock. Thermostat housing. I'll take my lifting plate off. It's amazing how many ports are in these manifolds, you know. With the Ford, it's like you don't get enough temperature ports. Ooh, that's still, after all that time, it still smells like gas. It's crazy. With the Chevy, there's just ports everywhere. It's port crazy. Affordable fuel injection kit I bought comes with a smaller cap distributor, and it has no vacuum advance because it's all controlled electronically. Wow, that came out super easy. I was thinking about converting this into a oil pump drive, but looking down there, I think I can use something a little less expensive for that conversion, like for the oil pump drive. Put that distributor there, that's a good part. Now we can do the manifold bolts. I probably want to break these loose. I realized that I don't think I did this China wall properly when I was setting this motor up originally, or even the second time I did this manifold, because I'm guessing, just looking at this China wall, that there was probably a few vacuum leaks. I was making decent vacuum, but my idle was sputtery. Is that a word, sputtery? Wow, a lot of stuff there. Oh, it doesn't smell very good either. These things stink. Alright. You guys want to look inside it. That's pretty clean. A bit of fuel at the bottom. Is that fuel? Oh, it's like a mix of fuel and oil. Mostly fuel. Which should not be. So I'm looking for hints, right? Like, you see there's a ton of oil in the China wall here. That tells me that I was getting blow by. So that was failing, obviously. It's crazy clean in there. So that's good. We're gonna do the push rods. And you just roll them like a, you know, like a cue if you're playing billiards. You just roll them on a flat surface and see if they weeble wobble. I just need a magnet. And again, I'm not reusing these lifters because I'm not reusing this cam, but I'm still going to keep it in order just in case. I realize some of you guys know lifters like nobody's business, but I have other subscribers that are kind of new to this automotive thing. So what is a lifter, right? It sits in this bore, and the camshaft lobe pushes up on it. And this was a hydraulic one, so it's not a direct connection. So if the camshaft pushes up, it doesn't directly push up on this side. There's a little hydraulic mechanism there that takes some of the harshness out of it. And this pushes up on the push rod, right? The push rod pushes up on this rocker, which is sitting on a stud in this little roller washer in here. It bolts down, rocks up and down. And that pushes down on this valve spring, which opens the valve inside the head. Basic engine operation. So the camshaft is the timing, is the brain of the motor, because that tells you when each valve opens and closes. That's why different camshafts give you different power profiles. I am taking off the head bolts. Actually, I'm just going to break torque on all of them and then use my air hammer or whatever. What do you call those things? Impact drill. You don't have to worry about it sliding off because the head is held on with some dowels. But it's not a bad idea to make sure your feet aren't in the way. All right. So now we can take the heads off. Back on the dowels. This side has as convenient a spot, but okay, so that's loose. Great. God, that's heavy. Okay. Release the shmoo. Very interesting. Let's pull you in for a closer look. This is the driver's side head. You can see different colors on the valves. Black, black. You can see clearly it was rich and had a combustion problem. See that one? That one's not as rich. Rich. Black, black, black. Same here. See how black these are. Maybe it's normal, maybe it's not. The way these cylinders seal is a crosshatch pattern is put into the cylinder bore, and that is what allows the piston rings to seal. I don't like this here. Do you see this mark here? I don't know what that's all about. But the crosshatch pattern is still in the cylinder walls. Don't know if I should dingle ball hone that. It's really strong on that one. See that? Same there. Good strong crosshatch. Every time. This is like a classic car show moment where it's like, oh yeah, there's still radiator fluid in here. Alright. Look at that slack. Holy smokes. This is a low mileage engine. Is it supposed to have that much slack in it? Fascinating. Never done this before. It's so exciting. Alright. Probably irrationally exciting, but I'm having fun. Is that all that retains the cam? Is that? Are you super serious, dude? Alright. So I'm going to inspect the lobes, look for unusual wear. No unusual wear at all. None of the lobes are flattened out. There's no weird marks. Again, really good sign for the health of the motor. The journals look very healthy, so other than being extremely wimpy, this cam is in great shape. I last hammered this in 1997. Right, let me pull that off. I have this front end service kit for getting ball joints apart. And I think it might work. Okay. How do you get these things out? I'm afraid of hitting that. Good. How bad did I damage it? Oh, just a couple of love taps, nothing bad, nothing. See, that's not a sound I like to hear. After much effort, I got the pan off. No, it's just gasket material. Okay, so I was nervous, but I think I'm okay. Please don't stick. Okay, it's not magnetic, that's good. As for the little pieces that were in here, not magnetic, okay. Awesome. Whew, little drama, but definitely not manufactured drama. I was a little bit nervous there, boys. But this is as far as I'm gonna take it, basically. I'm gonna clean the gaskets off. Here's a question for you. How do I clean around the pistons? I don't even know. Like, I know I can carefully scrape this gasket material off all around the mating surfaces, but how do I get like around this edge? It's so like, can I spray like brake cleaner on there? What does that do to the crank? Can you do anything? Oh yeah, that helped. Okay, well, this is where I've reached the limits of my knowledge. I know how to take stuff apart real good. I'm gonna call it for today. I hope this was not too boring. This was my engine teardown on Matt's garage. See you next time.